Hi everyone, I am off to the side over here, so hopefully you can see me. And I think aha, okay, so now hopefully I am not backwards for you guys. Right? Does that look right?
It got fixed.
Everybody looks like they're looking at me regularly?
From your right side, yeah.
Okay, so this is really gonna screw up. I don't know what to do here. This is weird. You're all backwards. So every time I go this way, I go that, yeah.
It's all inverted.
Yeah, it's not super great. So we're gonna make some key fobs today. See, look, now I can't even show you because I don't know which way I'm going. So I picked out some fun colors. And I figured it was a quick project for webbing, especially for those of you that want to use up your scraps. So I picked out, I'm going to do a couple different sizes. We're going to do some smaller. We're going to do this one. And then we're going to do a couple of the bigger sizes like the one that I already made. And this is just regular ribbon. And we're going to do this one. This one might be my favorite. And I'm going to move, let's see, I'll move all this stuff out of the way so that I can put, oh, where's my other hook? Can you grab me an open hook?
Yeah.
Okay, so which one do we want to do first? And I'll put my little hook up here so I can show you all of them when they're done.
Oh, you want the little one?
Well, I don't care. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't want a giant one. That one's dangerous. Diane says pink. Which pink? This pink, wide pink, or skinny pink? These are the questions. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So one thing that I do have to do first is I have to seal the ends of my webbing. Wide pink. Okay, well, I'm going to seal the end of this first. So it's actually very easy. It seals real nice. We'll do wide pink first for Diane. Okay, so the way I did the one that I literally just made this to make sure that it would show up okay on camera and all that. So I just took double-sided tape and put it down the middle. And you know me, queen of, I'm going to eyeball it, it's fine. The nice thing about this webbing though, is it kind of has a center line woven into it. You can kind of see that. The wider one is not 1 inch wide, Diane. It is, it's considered the extra wide, which is actually 32 millimeters. It's just shy of 1.5 inches, but I think it's like the perfect size for crossbodies, which is why I ordered this size. I have hardware kits that fit it, so you don't have to struggle to find the hardware. Hi, Peach. Hi, Nicole. But I like it because it's a little bit more comfortable when you're wearing it as a crossbody. Okay, so I put double-sided tape on. Hopefully you guys can see all this. I'm going to peel my double-sided tape and put the backing in my newfound trash can down here. If you haven't noticed, we're in an entirely different spot in the shop with the HD9. We've moved everything. And then we take our ribbon, which is just a, I want to say this is a 7/8 ribbon. I feel like this is 7/8 ribbon. We just stick it down in the middle And I try to get it straight the whole way at once, if I can. I didn't quite get the end straight, so I'm going to peel that up and fix it. There we go. And that's what it'll look like when it's done. So then I'm going to stitch down the sides. Now the nice thing about this, for those of you that have I want to say this is considered a 1/4 inch foot for most machines, if you use the extra wide webbing and 7/8 inch ribbon, and you line up the edge of your webbing with your presser foot, you will stitch right on the edge of your ribbon. And it's very easy that way. So that's what I do. Just like that. You don't really have to backstitch. I like to do that just to keep it all together. There's one. I don't know if you can really see that.
Someone's at the front door.
Google says we have a visitor.
UPS.
Oh. Uh-oh. It's UPS. That's never good. That means I have stuff to put away probably. Okay. So now we're going to do the other side. Same way we did the first side. And for those of you that want to know what color webbing I'm using, I'm sure Michael will be able to tell you. Because as we all know, America's colorblind and she has no idea. I mean, I know it's pink. But there's like 7 shades of pink. So there it is. So now we just join our ends together. I like to stitch them together before I crimp my hardware on them. Not that I even know where my hardware is, so that's fun. I'll go find it in a minute. So I'm just going to line my ends up like that.
What are you looking for?
My hardware. And then stitch it down. So that holds the shape while we put the end on. That way nothing gets misaligned and you have a nice even key fob. I am going to burn down all these strings and stuff, all the thread, just so we don't have any fuzzy flyaways sticking out the sides, making it look all funky. And then I also have key fob hardware for the extra wide. So we're going to use that. And I just decide which side I like better. If this side looks more even or this side looks more even. And that side does not look more even. This one does. So we're going to use that as the front. So we put the front side on that side. And then we take our smushers. And I have dies for this, for the presses. But I figured it'd be easier to just show you how to use the hand tool today. And then later on down the line, if you want to upgrade, by all means. There you go. And they're in there. I mean, I don't know if you can see how hard I'm actually pulling on this. They stay in there. Like the teeth grab at the back. So they're in there pretty good. Okay, so there's one. And you can press these if they're a little wrinkly like that. You can press them lightly with an iron too. It won't hurt them. There's two. Now, let's see. What about sunflowers? I'm going to do sunflowers. Now, this is 1-inch webbing. And the webbing's live, first of all. It's 25% off for launch also. But not only is it live, we do, there's some multi-packs that are also listed, also on sale. You love the pink hardware. It's rose gold and it's my fave. I love it. So there are multi-packs on sale and they are 2-yard cuts, which means you can make 1 crossbody and 1 key fob out of a 2-yard cut. We didn't plan that or anything. And for those of you that want to measure this, you can absolutely measure this. I wasn't going to try to take the time to measure it, especially on a live, because then my head would be in the way. Nobody would be able to see what I was doing. Not that you can really see what I'm doing now, sorry. I'm just sticking down my sunflowers. This would make really cute, like, pet collars and stuff, too, I'm sure. Now, if your dog scratches, I feel like it probably wouldn't last very long. But you could try it.
It's not too bad of a view, huh?
Can see okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now I can see that it's not straight right here, so I'm going to stop with my needle down and I'm going to fix it. Because I'm picky like that and I don't want it to be looking cattywampus when I go to give it away or whatever it is we end up doing with them. I think I'm actually going to throw these in random webbing orders. So if you want a key fob, place a webbing order. There's the first side. And that's what it looks like on the back. It's super smooth. The webbing holds stitching very nicely. And obviously you can see how fast these are for, like, those of you that do shows. It's a good inventory builder. They're so fast. They're so cute. They're cheap to make. Like, I just grabbed a bunch of random ribbon. There it is, stitched. I'm going to line up my ends and tack them together. And for those of you that only own an industrial, you can totally do this on your industrial machine too. I'm kind of breaking in the HD9. I like it. Plus, I figure if it will work on a domestic, that tells people it'll work on a domestic. And all those of you that own industrials know how to make it work on an industrial. So I think this shows more. Then I have ribbon sticking out, so I'm going to trim that. And then I'm going to singe up all my threads. There we go. And then I'm going to do bronze hardware on this one because doesn't that look good? Get it all lined up. My pliers. There we go. Fits nicely around your wrist. Okay, so there's 3. Now I think I'm going to do the hot pink one. That's already sealed. Oh, look at that. And you could even chain these together if you wanted to chain stitch them. You could just do one right after the next. That's what I would do. Like if I were making these for a show, I would have like 100 of them chained together right now, and it would look like I'm decorating for a really weird party.
You say great combos.
Thank you! Webbing and hardware combo. Oh, yes. And you can layer, like for those of you that want to, just to show you, I'm not going to do this, but you could. You could layer webbing on webbing with ribbon, because our webbing is perfectly sized for that. You want me to chain stitch this one, Nicole? All right. I'll do the last 2 chained together. Stuck to my very sticky tape. There's that one, and then I have to prep this one if I'm going to chain them together. They have to all be prepped. Tape out of the way, our scissors back. Okay, and this is a double-sided ribbon, which I didn't realize. Doesn't matter, it's just really pretty. So for those of you that have a bunch of ribbon from the scrapbooking days that you just cannot bear to get rid of, this is a great use. Or for those of you that hoard Tula Pink ribbon, this works for that. When you are done, show us that pretty bag we can see. Oh, it's my class kit. Each machine has one. I actually made these on a live too, if you scroll back. So the HD9 will be available, so it has a class kit, is why it's over there. Okay, so I got them both stuck down. And then I'm going to start sewing one. Then when I get to the end of one, I'm just going to shove the next one under the foot. sew right onto it. And when I get to the end of that one, if I had a bunch of these, I would do them all, and then I'd snip the section off, snip them all apart, and start going down the next side. Just like this. You can do this with pattern pieces too, and then I'll snip the other one off. It's a good way not to waste thread for those of you that are trying not to waste thread and all that good stuff, which is totally fine. And that's both of them, so then I'll take it out of the machine. I'll snip them apart. I'll trim my extra off where I started. And that's it. 2 of them done. And like I said, you could layer if you wanted. You could even layer onto the inside. See how pretty that would look? And it's pretty thick that way, but the HD9 can sew no problem, and I'm sure most domestics would probably be okay with that. So then I'll go ahead and stitch my ends together, and I could chain these too if I wanted. And to do that, I would just get close to the end. I'd take the next one. And get it under the edge of the foot. Just like that. And I'd snip them apart. And trim my extra ribbon off. This one has a little extra too. I'm going to trim it. That one I probably didn't need to trim. It probably would have just melted away, but we're going to do it. Okay, there's one. There's 2. And then, ooh, actually, I think I could do rose gold hardware with this. That looks pretty, huh, with rose gold? I was gonna do silver, but I like the rose gold. Michael says yes, we're going for it. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing okay.
Pretty well.
Here we go. There's that, and then I have somewhere, I have one silver one left for this. I think I probably brought it over to where I was working though. Oh, I put it out of the way. Look at me go. Michael found it for me. Just like that. So in a matter of, I don't know how long we've been live, 20 minutes probably. We made 5 super cute keychains. So not bad. And they're really, really fun. People at shows, at least here when I do shows, people love them. And they take like 5 minutes to make, which is nice. And you can do them, some people do them in small, medium, and large. And some people just do them in one size. I usually just do them in, pick the one you want. They're similar in size. I don't actually measure. They're about 14 inches. But I don't really measure it, to be honest with you. But here they are. I'm pretty happy with them. So I think I'm going to throw these into random orders. The embroidered ribbon, Nicole, is, I did embroider one. I don't know where my sample is. I posted it. Yeah, so I embroidered one, but I am going to, I want to find some things to make it work a little bit better so that I can give you guys some tips on how to be successful, because I have a multi-needle and my machine does okay with it, but I know regular single needle machines will struggle a little bit. Oh, Michael's brought me my sample. So this is how the sample turned out. So it's not bad by any means. And the back, I mean, it's pretty good. But if you are using a single needle, it may not turn out this well, and I want to practice a little bit and be able to give you guys some good tips. I slowed my machine all the way down, even on the multi-needle, and I did sticky back stabilizer, and I clipped it in place. So, and it's still, like, I had to slow it all the way down and watch it. You can embroider webbing, but there are machines that have special hoops for it, and that is really the way to go if you have that. But obviously I want to find a way to show you guys how to do it that doesn't require you to buy an extra hoop. But if you're going to do like a lot of dog collars or something, I would recommend just getting a hoop. It's worth it. That's what I've always done in the past. And I promise you, you'll be much happier with that. And how did this angle work? Did you like this angle better? I know a lot of you asked if my machine was backwards, so hopefully this makes it look like you're watching me sew like actually over my shoulder. I know you can't see me very well, but that's because we're shoved in a corner over here. Besides, you're not here to see me anyway. You want to see pretty things that we sewed together. Hi, Doris. You just caught us at the end. We made some cute key fobs. It was a very quick live today. And it's very weird trying to show you guys all of this backwards. Like, there we go. Yep, so we made all these, and these moons are metallic. So they match the nickel hardware. Look at that. It's so perfect. And I have one more batch of these that I think I might make later on, just because I have a few more combos that I want to do. But I haven't done them yet. But I like these. So I'm going to throw them into random webbing orders, and if you get one, you get one. And if not, please don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. You can make your own, though. They're very easy, and I showed you how. 14-inch cuts, or whatever size you have. Like, if you have a 12-inch cut, it's fine. I mean, there's plenty of room left over in a 14-inch cut. Like, you'd be okay. All right, well, Michael and I have a bunch of webbing orders over here that we need to get to the post office, and it's 5 o'clock here, so we have half an hour. But I wanted to hop on and do live sewing with you guys first. So we're going to go do that. And if you have more requests for webbing things, let me know. And I will do... Are you using your HD9 to put bags together or just ribbing? Ribbon? You mean ribbon? I was not sewing a bag today, but I've used it to sew quite a few bags. It works really well for that. But today, yeah, we're just doing key fobs. So webbing and ribbon. But I think they turn out pretty cute. And I sell them for 15 to 20 bucks. And it took me $1 in materials and 5 minutes to make. So, pretty good. And I mean, I say $1 in materials as in $1 in materials if I bought them at retail from the shop, not considering the sale today or anything like that, like regular price, $1 or less in materials, and I sell them for 15 to 20. Or I'll do them like if somebody buys a big ticket item like a handbag, I'll throw in a key fob for free. And people love that because then they have something to gift for Christmas or whatever. It doesn't have to match their bag. I tell them it doesn't have to match your bag. You could totally gift it to your, you know, your daughter or your sister or whatever. I won't tell them that you got it for free. So, yep. These are the ones we made today. And if you have more color combos and you want to request those, let me know and I'll make them. But Michael and I are going to head off to the post office, so those of you that did order webbing already can have your webbing sooner. And thank you for ordering. I appreciate you all so much. You want to come say hello and goodbye? Michael's over here cleaning the floor with a toothbrush because I'm a terrible shop owner. No, I'm kidding. He's actually, he is cleaning, but not with a toothbrush. He has unpaper towels. But I figure you might want to come say hi and bye to everybody here. Here we go. Ta-da! Oh, wow, that's super. There you go.
Inverted.
I know.
It's going to take a minute.
I know. Okay. We are off to the post office, and we will see you later.
Bye.